When should someone with dementia stop driving? This resource helps seniors decide. Ron Posno enjoyed the freedom of driving a car. He says was hooked the minute he sat down as a teenager in a family friend's old Ford truck and started the engine. I loved it, said Posno, 83, of London, Ontario. But now, more than 70 years later, Posno has decided to hang his car keys up for good. He says the decision came after two kids on bikes passed in front of his car unexpectedly while he looked over his shoulder before merging into a busy intersection near his home. Well, that terrified me, because if I had started, I would have run into them, no question. He says he knew that he would eventually have to stop driving after being diagnosed with dementia in 2016. But it wasn't until he had the recent scare and watched a video on driving and dementia that Posno realized it was time. I don't really ever want to be in an accident where it hurts somebody or worse, to kill somebody, when I have a choice. So I'm getting out of driving now, he remembers telling his wife, Sandy. Decision can be emotional. Posno's decision to stop driving isn't usually what happens with people with dementia, doctors say. Often, physicians see people when their dementia has progressed into the later stages and driving is no longer safe, said Dr. Mark Rappaport, a geriatric psychologist and acting head of geriatric psychiatry at Sunnybrook Health Sciences Center in Toronto. So we have to be the bearers of bad news that driving has ended, he said. After years of those often difficult conversations with patients, Rappaport and colleagues from Sunnybrook, Baycrest Health Sciences and the Canadian Consortium on Neurodegeneration and Aging created a new online resource. They call it the Driving and Dementia Roadmap. It's a website with information, videos, worksheets, and other materials to help someone understand the importance of giving up driving, and when to do it. There's also information for care providers on how to broach the subject. Doctors say there is a huge need for this type of resource, as the number of Canadians with dementia is expected to grow substantially in the next decade.